Yeah, I'm back again. It's hard to believe it's been 40 years ago since the Jamestown massacre in Guyana with Jim Jones. I mean, he was evil, racist, crazy, corrupt. And that was one of the most haunting things that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I was a little boy at the time, and you almost thought like the world was coming to an end. You know, so many lives lost with the poison in the Kool-Aid, and it was just really a tragic scene. Watching Dateline the other night, and they were recalling that, and it just seems like yesterday. It's one of those massacres that you just don't assume that people will be. Some people will say, look, it's gullible, but religion is a very powerful thing, and ministry and someone that can captivate you and take you away from something is very telling, But I remember being a shorty watching the TV movie about it, and it was very gripping, very just mind blowing. That Jim Jones, he was charismatic and he had personality, but he was a sick son of a gun, and it was very hard to imagine all the lives lost. And you think about the Jamestown massacre, then you think of David Cruz and the Waco, and how some of these people groups do things over the years. They've had it, but that was like the offshoot of that. That was like the mother lode, what Jim Jones did, and I was, Jonestown was like one of those things that you just never gonna forget if you even got half an inkling about what it represented, what it was about. And always thoughts and prayers always go to those families and those loved ones who are still mourning 40 years later, 4 decades later, about the tragedy and the way it unfolded. It was, it takes you, like, when people get taken away, and it's just the tragedy and the injustices, and how so much was lost and how so many lives were lost. And it always be one of those things that's very haunting and hard to explain, because if religiously, you want to believe that their faith is the real deal, and you want the sermon and what they're preaching and ministering. However, when someone abuses their power of authority and they have a platform to use it, and then they use it in a derogatory, negative connotation, and they do the murderous, heinous acts of this, it leaves a lasting mindset about what happened. So, but watching that special again was very touching and very hard to digest always, even to this day. So I just was thinking about the Jamestown massacre and Guyana tragedy. Peace.